Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troyd here. Today we're looking at The Brave and the Bold presents Justice League of America, issue number 29 from May of 1960. This is the facsimile edition, nay, artifact edition, of course. It is so amazing. Check out this gorgeous cover. Cannot wait to share it with you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. Okay, so as you know, I am the producer, art director of the Big Bang anthology. Big Bang Comics is like the nostalgia brand that has like the Golden Age and Silver Age flavored characters, and these are the comic books that inspired Gary Carlson and Chris Ecker to make those books. And now I just, after doing so many of these facsimiles and getting to visit this era, I can see why they love these books so much. They're so irreverent and amazing. This gorgeous cover. This is like the perfect Justice League lineup. I love this. Facsimile editions. DC calls them artifact editions, but they're basically the same thing. They're exact reprints as they appeared in their original publication, so you're going to have the ads and everything. A couple of things that are different, of course, the paper quality, the cover price. Can you believe when it came out, it was probably 10 or 12 cents, and now it's $4.99. I mean, talk about inflation, y'all. Love the roll call: Aquaman, Batman, Green Lantern, John Jones, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Superman. The one thing that's difficult for me about rereading all these old comic books is my brain has been retrained to read the new, like, super light comics that take like 5 minutes to read and have like 0 words on a page. And these are verbose, I will tell you that. Gardner Fox, writer; Mike Sekowsky, pencils; Murphy Anderson, inks; Jack Adler, colors; and Ira Schnapp, letters. This is so interesting because I feel like Jack Adler was the inker on one of the Murphy Anderson books that I just reviewed, and I thought that was interesting. Also interesting is they weren't big on the credits back in the day, so I'm kind of wondering if this credits was added later, because up to including the letter and the colorist, which they never did. Mike Sekowsky, very familiar with the name, haven't read tons of stuff with him, and Murphy Anderson is an amazing inker, and this team is perfect together. I love it. If Gardner Fox, Mike Sekowsky, and Murphy Anderson were the ones who put Justice League of America on the map, I can see why. I love this this lineup. Love Snapper Carr. Love the convoluted Silver Age storylines. I do think Big Bang's kind of homage this one, and it might have been drawn by Murphy Anderson, if I'm not correct. I see it in my mind like the pink background. Anyway, so we have this Zotar from the future, and these are so convoluted, and I kind of love them. And I love how it's like way more about the villain than it is about the Justice League. They're kind of like their own guest stars in their own book. So they're being held to this table. You know, we always come into the middle of the story. So he is from the future, and he has 4 weapons, one of which will destroy the Justice League, but he's not sure which one. So he has to go back in time and individually try out each weapon. And it is so ridiculous and convoluted. And it must have been so exciting to read for the first time in 1960. You know, they say if you want to enjoy comic books, you have to have a good suspension of disbelief. And boy, do you. I'm telling you that. I mean, these are more naive times. I took issue with this. It's being described that Snapper Carr is making figure eights. And these look more like regular eights than figure eights. And I know that's an odd thing to harp on, but you know, I noticed it. Anyway, I love how clean and crisp the art is, and how like many panels they fit on a page and are able to clearly tell the story with like little figures. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels, and one has Wonder Woman and her robot plane with lots of details. Also loved kind of this version of the Martian Manhunter, how he just looked like everyone else and looked like, you know, a middle-aged man from the 50s or 60s before he got his sort of mushroom tip head or whatever the hell happened. But while I appreciate that, I do like the new version much better, of course. This is funny. So this yellow light ray, which isn't even one of the weapons he's going to use to defeat them, holds them to the table, making them all powerless, which easily you could argue that it defeated them then. I don't know. Also, kind of weird to me is like, why did comic books get such a bad rap? Like, every other page, if it's not the main story, there's some sort of scientific, historical, like nature facts happening that are just like filler content on top of 26 pages of story. So I thought, they're trying to like be educational and like not rot kids' brains. You know what I mean? So, of course, Green Lantern's down and out for the count because he's useless against Yellow. what a wuss, right? And Flash, of course, can vibrate through it. And, he's going to go meet the challenge. And then he has to fight. See, like, they have this fun thing about Hawaii. And I just love it. Like, it's such a glimpse. Really pretty colors, too, for such an old, like, weird, random ad. The body language of this robot is hysterical. He just looks so goofy, and it is so like 60s Silver Age sci-fi. I just adore it. Like, he has like these big birthen hips and I just why are they always inside? Like, why wouldn't you do it remotely? I guess you want to be part of the action, but and then the way he's sort of like walking all flouncy across the snow, it's just cracking me up. But I'm loving it at the same time. Also, the lack of technology and the harebrained ways they think to come up with. So he wants to challenge them, but in typical like supervillain fashion, he's giving them clues to where he's going to strike, and they have to figure it out. So Flash has half the clue figured out, and in order to figure out the rest of it, he has to speed read an encyclopedia at the library, and they make reference that it looks like a book is just sort of floating through the air by itself. And I love those little touches, and that's why we are geeks and comic book fans, because it's just like the little fun add-ons like that in comic books that make it so entertaining and unique until it to itself of the art form. I'm just shocked and astonished by the beauty, skill level, precision, and detail that the art team is putting in here. Sikowski and Anderson is like amazing. I love this effect of the Flash when, I feel like when people say yes to drawing the Flash, they forget the fact that they're easily going to have to draw him like 900 times an issue. Like, we have 2 pages, and he's in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 26, 7 versions of the Flash in 2 pages. That is crazy. That's got to be a world record. And the corniness just abounds. It is so funny. I kind of just love them sitting helpless at the table. Like, what are they talking about while they're gone? Like, by the way, what's new on Paradise Island? Oh, not much. They just got conquered again. Anyway, this is hysterical too. And once again, like, everyone looks like a middle-aged man. Like, the crime fighters, with the dad bods and the slick back hair. Like, I can practically smell the Brill cream. And then, for some reason, is this like a no prize? Martian Manhunter goes topless, losing his Castro harness, and Aquaman is on the back of the fish. And this is hysterical. And like, I don't know if it makes comics cool, or probably did at the time, but why not ride a dolphin that's faster instead of relying on Martian Manhunter to use his super breath to blow the sail of the fish to get you quicker to... Geez, are we at the Panama Canal? That would be ironic. I don't know where we are. I forgot where we are, but anyway, like, this is the beginning of all of this stuff. So a lot of this stuff is happening for the first time. I love that he has these giant octopi at his command, and he's making them link together to come and try to knock down this robot. And the wacky hijinks just keep coming. Basically, Martian Manhunter is Superman, right? With green skin and a harness. And like his powers pretty much replicate him, except for the shape-shifting. Like, that doesn't seem evident here. I don't know if that was in his wheelhouse, but I think it was. So he uses some convoluted, and I always love like the slippery science that they put in these two, because he's pulling elements out of the sand and suddenly he just makes a mirror, because I don't know, because going to the library and speed reading an encyclopedia to help is an option, but speeding off to the hardware store to get a mirror isn't. I don't know, but anyway. So he uses the mirror against him, and it's wonderful. Another page of scientific facts. I mean, can you believe it? I don't know. Are they true? Anyway, and this is so weird too. This is just straight up text, like a history text here. And then the last league standing, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern. By the way, I feel kind of robbed. I feel like Superman is missing, and they're like, why didn't he answer the call? And then we're supposed to find out why. And he does show up, but we never find out why. Love the inclusion of Mount Rushmore here, and the science behind it, and the clues. And then, which is hilarious, and it kind of echoes what I said in one of my recent reviews. Sometimes I feel, especially in these older comics, like they're so dense, there's so much happening, and then they just wrap everything up in the last 2 pages very haphazardly. So they have one challenge left. He sends them back into time, or off to this dimension or planet with these weird creatures that they can't defeat, and so this is going to be the one that defeats them. However, it's all an illusion, and they wind up not being defeated. Superman shows up, and I don't think we ever find out where he was, which is insane to me. Wait. I figured Superman was traveling in time. The only medium our alarm signal cannot... Oh, okay, he was traveling in time. Way to explain it away. Well, thanks for letting us down, Superman, but coming through at the end. And whatever, there you go. I don't know, like, the whole time Superman could have just been the answer. I mean, Superman's always the answer. And Wonder Woman figuratively and literally rewrites history right before our very eyes, and it's freaking amazing. I mean, how great is this, right? These books are so good, and it's still the promise of physical perfection all these years later, before Ozempic. Anyway, I love this issue so much. It was so much fun to read. I'm so glad I got it. Please keep publishing these facsimile editions, and I will keep getting them. Do not sit on these, guys. They're so good and so much fun. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I will bring you more soon.